It says that it has to be completed at in a certain way. So anyway, here's the second Colossus Quadratus. I don't know how to do the leg launch, which is something that you do from the front of him. But what I do is I climb up his back legs. In order to do that, you're going to have to manipulate your positioning so that way you're behind his foot. If you're on either side of him, he can turn, and it makes it a little bit more troublesome for you to kind of like get in position. So the first thing that I always do is switch over to my bow, and I just start rolling. And I kind of roll, aiming for just his back leg right here. And you want to shoot him right on the pads. For that, I press down on the D-pad and switch up to my hand. You can kind of get on him faster if you don't get hit by that. So I wait about right here, do one jump. Oop. Rip. I forgot to actually jump, and instead I let go of R1, which is your grab. So same setup. Rolling for that back foot. A little bit of space. And then I just jump. You can use this hind leg to kind of jump up a little bit higher. Usually I've been able to get all the way up to his back as the fastest way to do it. Alright, so he's going to start shaking, but while I'm here, you can kind of do something known as cycle stabbing, which is you charge the sword, and if you don't have a full grip, Wander will lose his footing. So you can charge, hit with the sword, let go of R1, and re-grab R1 to get repositioned so you can start stabbing again immediately. So it looks like this. Oh wait, I actually got a plant. Never mind. There we go, that's a cycle stab. And this one doesn't need a full stab, it needs almost a full stab. You hear that sound? That's his first major sigil down. And we just make our way across his back. So what we're looking for up here on his head is, you see where like the crown in the center next to Wander is? We want to get in between like those two pixels. I don't have any way to kind of show my my cursor on screen. Let's see. Yeah, because it doesn't let me use my cursor. That sucks. But yeah, so you'll see where I'm going to try to position myself. That's a little bit forward. Chances are I'm going to get shaken out of this. Yep. That's good. So you want to be roughly in this area. Stab in. And then that way you can, this is a plant that will allow you to stay in there. Yo, Cherry Quench. With the epic host. How you doing? Check out that quote, man. Fuck you, dude. Fuck your apples. Fuck your oranges. Fuck your bananas. Fuck your apples and oranges with my bananas. How's it going, Lorem Kitty Cat? I'm getting quenched. So yeah, that's the general overview of Quadratus. I'm going to do a bunch of run-throughs of this, and that way you can see, you know, the variables in between it. Sometimes things go right, sometimes things go wrong, so... Sweating with all that. Well, thank you. I accept your compliment with dignity and grace. Gotta get you like some like high quality AC on there. And welcome everybody from Cherry Quintus Stream. My name is Johnny, aka Nitties. I do speedruns of Shadow of the Colossus, Link to the Past, and I do various other games infrequently that are like casual, challenge runs, and stuff like that. So, me and Cherry have been friends for, my goodness, almost 2 years, man. It's not pointless. The space in it, it's about atmosphere. This entire game is about atmosphere. So when you're this low though, doing a cycle stab can actually ruin you. So if you're already this low, it's a lot better for you not to even bother cycle stabbing at all. You only want to cycle stab if you end up high on his back end. Yo, what's up, NMX? Thank you for the auto host, buddy. Yeah, I'm a little bit too forward there. No worries, though. You are entitled to your opinion, though. If you think it's pointless to you, then it's pointless. The hitboxes, though, on some of these sigils are really weird. For Quadratus, his sigil is anywhere on the top part of his head, which is why we try to get in like this position so that we can stab just the edge of his hitbox, and also be in a nice safe position. In ages. I like it. I like it a lot, obviously. Otherwise I wouldn't torture myself for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. So it's a pretty sizable host, man. You must have really cleaned up tonight, man. Getting all those new viewers with Cherry Quench 3.0. That's super sick. It looked really nice. I liked how you did it. Third or fourth Colossus, you say? Well, you'll see all of them tonight. Give this guy a little bit of space. There we go, see? You can get all the way up him. And that is the power of cycle stabbing. You can get him down right there about 40 seconds-ish. That's pretty good pace. Getting up on him in about 30 seconds is really good too. Yeah, I buffered a little bit down. Sometimes that happens. Where the positioning of where the game wants Wander to be is not where Wander actually is. This is still forward. Hey, it's always good to get the regulars back, man. It's always good to get the regulars, because that's your core. If you're doing good by your core, you're doing good. You want to be doing good by your core. Yeah, that's really good. Just keep it up, buddy. Keep growing. I have faith that it will, man. Foul mood incoming. That's okay. Just let me know what's going on, man. As long as it's not like too super dramatic, like I'm fine with talking about it, because the stream's about everything. You know, it's chill, it's relaxing. As long as you don't actually change the environment. Like if you're having a bad day, you know, we all have bad days, man. Don't stress. Ah, shit. Alright. So when you miss that first one, it's a lot harder to make the next shot. As you saw, I barely clipped. And this is just a perfect example of how sometimes things can just go completely wrong, even though you're practiced and understood of the game. That's just speedruns in general, though. Ah, dude, don't even worry about it. Sometimes we all have bad days. We're all here. If a mod feels like it is bad, then we'll purge it. But I don't want you to feel like, you know, at any moment you're gonna get purged. I will also let you know, like, beforehand. Like, I'll warn you. Fun fact, though, there actually isn't all that much RNG. Everything is pretty much dependent on your movement and your placement. So like, if you, like, that was a good plant, but the problem with that plant is I was too far over, so that way when he shook, like, while Wander stayed in place, he kept doing like this, you know, switching his hands and, you know, like trying to get like a good stance on it. While you don't lose effective like placement, you can get the stab in as soon as you can. The problem with it is that you lose time the whole time you're shaking, and you can't actually make any progress on the fight. There are two Colossi though that do have RNG for sure. That is Avion. He's either going to bank right or left, and then Phalanx has RNG based on whether or not he's going to go around the rock or go right. So it's weird. Alright, Winstafir, enjoy your lurk. So once again, aiming for that little spike at the end of his foot right there. Waiting for that glow. I always try to shoot a little bit lower, but I have been known to actually shoot the sand by accident. I'm grinding out practice, and I'm also doing like a pseudo tutorial. There's a couple of new runners for this game, and there's not a lot of information, video tutorials and stuff like that out there, especially there's not a lot of video tutorials that actually have a controller that you can see what's going on. So I decided that I would kind of do both. So I'm practicing and doing the tutorials. And that's probably going to be like, you know, if we're doing all 16 Colossi at about 30 minutes almost, we're going to be here for probably about like 4 or 5 hours. And then we'll switch over to Link to the Past. Yo, Underworld King, DJ, thank you so much for the host, man. And I'm getting kind of wrecked here on as far as getting in that right position on his hands. I'm just gonna retry. Controller cam, homie. Get ready to catch these hands. Nice. Where are you streaming? Aw, thanks for the thought, buddy. It's super nice of you. Yeah, didn't get the spot either. It's my controller. I like it. Now you can use this to your advantage. Ooh, Battlefield 1. That's a good one. That's what I've heard. I haven't really been much into shooters lately. I play Gears of War, but that's more or less just like from my past. What's up, Lufia? Welcome, welcome. That's weird. I've never seen that happen before. There we go. So that jump isn't all that hard. It's just it's about getting in that little wedge, really. You get in that wedge and then you're able to make that jump. I always advise trying not to move the camera, because changing the position of the camera is a little bit more, it can mess you up, because while you're moving the camera with this stick, you're also trying to adjust your movement on your left stick. So you're doing like a combination of, okay, I need to move this way, but I also need to like make sure that Wander's moving the correct way. So what I always do is I've learned to kind of have a rough idea of where Wander is based on where the camera is already. So that way I can just hold this way and I know Wander's constantly going that way. And I don't have to like counterbalance and fight the camera that's already gonna fight me. Aw, thank you for the kind words, my friend. Alright, one more bout with Quadratus, and then we will move on to Gaius. Gaius is probably going to be one of your first big hurdles on the speedrun, as far as like tricks and learning what to do. Thank you. Again, aiming for that little back piece. Can't seem to get up on him. Maybe I need to change my positioning. Maybe if I move a little bit over and not kind of jump on his kneecap, I might have a better shot at getting up his leg faster. Just trying to find that guaranteed spot. There we go. Oh yeah? I'm not working tomorrow, boy. So I'll be streaming. If you're here, then I will see you. Uh-oh. Woo! Didn't quite finish the stabs. There we go. Bingo. And got it. Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you for all the super kind words. Yeah. Only to the past strats. Alright.